So I promise you we would practice the technique, so let's do it. What I'm going to recommend that you do is we're going to do some movement first, but then we're going to lie down. If that's available to you right now, we're going to lie down and do the breath work. But first off, we're going to do some movement and stand up. But if you want to pause the video now so that you can go and grab a cushion or a blanket or something to lie on or something to have over you while you're lying down, something for the back of your head so that you're comfortable, why don't you pause the video and do that now, and then come back and we'll get into the breath work. So it's a really good idea with any kind of breathwork practice just to begin with movement. Something about movement, and particularly tying movement to the breath, helps us to start slowing the breath down, start slowing that nervous system regulation down, and prepare our bodies for the breath work. So all we're going to do is link our breathing to the movement of our hands. And what I'd like you to imagine is that as you breathe in, it's actually causing your hands to open gently. And as you breathe out, they close gently. So we're not making fists, right? And we're not going as far as we can. It's just very subtly linking that movement. And allow the movement of the hands to be guided by the breath. And as the hands unfurl, just imagining a little more space unfurling in the body for the breath to move. You don't have to have your hands up like me. This is just so you can see. You can have yours resting by your side. You can have your eyes open or closed while you're doing this. I find it less distracting to have them closed. And you won't be able to see my hands now, but I am doing the same thing. And what I'm going to invite you to do is actually to expand that expanding movement to your whole body. So it's almost like as you breathe in, the whole body opens. And as you breathe out, just letting the body fall in, softening, in, opening and up. Almost like a flower to the sun, breathing out, softening, yielding, letting go. There's no right way of doing this, so there's no way of getting it wrong either. Just resisting the urge to push, this isn't yoga, we're not trying to stretch, we're just linking the breath to movement and feeling a natural expansion of the inhalation, almost like it makes us taller. And then letting go. And this time just coming to a sort of central space. So letting go of that expansion and contraction. Still breathing. Just noticing the breath moving in the center of the body. Feeling parts of your body that tell you you're still breathing. What sensations is breathing creating for you? Just feeling those sensations. I'd like you to imagine that as you breathe in, there's actually an invisible string coming out the top of your head. As you breathe in, it just very gently just lifts you slightly. And as you breathe out, it's almost like you can rest your weight off it, softening the shoulders, the knees, grounding through the feet, breathing in and up. Breathing out, softening. And just noticing the body is always moving. Even though we're stood still, the breath's moving the whole body. We're constantly just making these micro adjustments to our balance, just to stay standing. Just note how effortless that is. The body's doing that without your help. Just acknowledge that, just feel how it's doing that. Breathing in, feeling the body just rising ever so slightly, expanding, breathing out, letting go. And we're just going to link this to a couple more movements now. I'm going to invite you to just hold your hands in front of you, just like this, just below your belly button. And we're just going to breathe in. I'm going to crouch so you can see my arms. Oh, the camera's moving. Like this. So your hands are like this above your head. We hold, and then we breathe out and down like this. So I'm going to have to move for the microphone. And then we pause at the bottom. And we're just going to take that through a couple of movements. So breathing in, holding at the top, breathing out, coming down. And pausing, and I'm going to count for you. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, holding, 2, 3, 4, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause, 2, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause, 2, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause, 2, last one, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause, 2, and then just let your hands rest by your sides. Just notice how different the body feels. Just breathing naturally. So those holds are just helping us to begin slowing down the breath, preparing for this slower breathing practice. And I'm going to share with you just one of my favorite ways. I do this before I go to sleep. It's just a really nice way of beginning to subtly adjust what's happening in the nervous system. So I'm just going to move the camera so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. So I talked a little bit before about how when we are doing this slower breathing, it's almost like a push-up for relaxation. And what we're doing is we're affecting the parts of the nervous system that are regulating heart rate variability. But it just so happens they're also the same parts that help us to feel safe, calm, and connected to other people. They make something called the social engagement network, which is a mixture of nerves in the body. And one of those nerves ends just here at the bridge of your nose. It's also a pressure point in Chinese medicine. And what I'm going to do, in fact, you ever notice that when you're stressed, like you do that, right? Or if you're in trouble with someone, they probably like, it's like, well, we kind of know this stuff intuitively, but I'm going to give you a hack now for how to use that to your advantage. And so what we're going to do is going to take 2 fingers like that, and just in the space between the bridge of my nose and my eyebrows, I'm just very, very gently just touching, and I'm barely touching. So I'm not squeezing and doing this, I'm barely touching it. I'm just seeing like how lightly can I hold my fingers there? How lightly can I touch there? And just say, stay still. And you'll notice that you're probably still feeling just a very subtle vibrations, very subtle movement. Our bodies are just never still, they're always filled with movement, just sensing into that. Just sensing into the sensation of movement there. And what I'm going to invite you to do is just to take the hands away very slowly and then put them back. Take the fingers away very slowly, so slowly that you can actually barely even notice the moment that you're no longer touching. And then place them back. Couple more times, just almost like we're experimenting. We're just being curious about the sensations that we're creating here. You might even notice it's almost like a sense of release as you let go. And we're barely touching here. And then finally, we're just going to make tiny circular movements. And it's almost like, again, we're not squeezing. It's almost like I'm only moving the first 1 or 2 layers of skin. Just making tiny, tiny circular movements. And then letting go. Coming back. Just doing this in your own time. Letting go. Okay. Just allowing the hand to come down. Just taking a few breaths there, just noticing any difference in the body. This last tiny bit of sort of subtle self-touch here. I'm just going to rub the hands together. Slowing that rubbing down. Coming to stillness. And then very, very slowly, so you can still feel the warmth of one hand in the other. Just beginning to separate those hands. Still with them very, very close together, just noticing sensations of energy in your fingertips. In your palms. And even in the space between the hands. noticing the body's energy. Those feelings of aliveness. I'm going to invite you with that same touch, that same lightness, just to gently tap those energetic feelings from the fingertips into the skin on your forehead. So lightly and slowly. Almost like we're applying kind of healing salve or some kind of soothing cream or something to the face, just gently moving down the face, the cheekbones, jaw, space around the eyes. So slowly, so gently. And moving up into the hairline. And again, just see how lightly you can touch your hair and yet still feel the sensation in the scalp. How lightly can you touch the top of the head? Just notice how strong those sensations are when we're tuned into them. Sides of the head. Back of the head. Down to the neck. And then just turn this into a very gentle massage for yourself and your neck. Coming down the shoulders. We've been sat for a while. And just easing some of that tension in the neck. How often do you actually do this for yourself? Right, but actually we can make a big difference by giving ourselves this kind of self-love. Just massaging your own shoulders. And then resting the arms. Just feel how your body feels now, having done that. Don't worry if your hair's now a mess. Just noticing how the body feels. From the top of the head down to the tips of the toes. And I'm going to invite you to lie down now. We're going to start the breath work. So just taking your time to get comfortable. If you still need to go and get a pillow or a cushion, now's the time to pause the video and I'll set up the music for us. Okay, so just lying down. If you'd rather be seated, that's okay too. If you are lying down, just seeing if there's something you can put underneath your knees for support. Just take the pressure off your lower back. Or maybe a cushion for behind your head. Just doing whatever you need to do just to get that a little bit more comfortable. Maybe just tucking your chin a little bit. playing with where your hips are resting. Just giving yourself permission to get even more comfortable. And for now, just becoming aware of the breath. Just noticing the sensation of air moving into and out of the body. Cooler air coming in through the nose, down into the body, and the warmer air coming back out. Noticing how the abdomen moves with the breath. Rising as you breathe in, falling as you breathe out. And as you breathe out now, just softening the muscles around the eyes. Eyebrows and cheekbones, eyelids just softening. Noticing that with each out-breath there is a wave of relaxation through the body, only subtle at first, but just giving way for that natural, organic softening with each out-breath. Shoulders softening, fingertips softening, belly softening, whole body just gently moving with the breath. Hips softening, knees, ankles, feet. And we're going to stick with the piano music just because it's so simple and easy as we're beginning. And just to remind you, we're breathing in with the 4 high notes and out with the 4 low notes. Before we start the music, just synchronizing our breathing. We'll just take 3 sighs together, breathing in through the nose. In through the nose. Last one. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And the music will begin now, and we're breathing in with the high notes and out with the low notes. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, out, in, 2, 3, 4. Out. In, feeling the belly rise. Out, feeling the belly fall. Breathing in gently, breathing out softly. You'll find this gets easier and easier and easier. Breathing in, breathing out. And if this feels too slow, just pausing the breath and letting go. The breath will naturally begin to find this rhythm. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. In, so softly you can barely hear it, and out. Breathing in, feeling the body expand. Breathing out, feeling the body soften. And if you get distracted, you lose the rhythm, just coming back to the sound of the piano. In, 2, 3, 4, out. Breathing in, whole body expanding. Breathing out, whole body softening. It's okay to pause if it feels the lungs are filling too quickly, and let them go. In, 2, 3, 4, out. Just noticing the body's beginning to find this easier. Each in-breath helping us to focus a little more. Each out-breath helping us to soften into the practice even more. And you may find that you need to move less and less air. And that's perfectly natural. As we do this, the body becomes more and more rhythmic, more and more efficient. Sense of ease, breathing that in. Letting go of tension as you breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Softening the muscles of the face. Eyes, jaw, tongue, all softening as you breathe out. Neck, shoulders, fingertips. All softening as you breathe out. Feeling the breath moving in the belly, effortlessly. Hips, knees, ankles, all softening every time you breathe out. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. If you'd like to, you can imagine the breath as a wave moving through the body, almost as though you're lying on the shore with your feet in the ocean. And as you breathe in, the wave of the breath moves up the body and back down, breathing in through the soles of your feet to the top of your head, breathing out all the way down through the soles of the feet. In and up, the wave of the breath moves through the body, out and down. Each new in-breath, refreshing your body with energy. Each out-breath cleansing the whole body. In, 2, 3, 4, out. And as the breath moves through the body, just imagining that its motion can clear any tension. Any blockages just dissolving with the breath. In, the breath flows up the body. Out, cascading back down. In breath, energizing, expanding. Out breath, softening, cleansing. And as the music gently begins to fade, keeping the eyes closed, continuing to rest here. Music gently fading, eyes still closed, and just staying here, allowing the breath to guide itself now. Noticing the space that you've created in the body. Noticing your state of mind. And coming back to the sensations of the body. What sensations are telling you your body's still here? Sensations in the hands, palms and the fingertips. Sensations in the feet, the toes. Sensations in the arms and the legs. Just becoming aware that the whole body is filled with sensations. Energy flowing around the body. Body keeping itself healthy. And at the center of it all, the breath. Softly rising and falling. And becoming aware of the parts of your body that feel grounded. Feet and the legs connecting to the floor. Back. Backs of the arms and the head. Just feeling supported. Resting into those feelings of grounding. Still with the eyes closed, just becoming aware of the room around you, space in the room, sounds in the room, outside the room, the sound of your own body. Feeling of the clothes on your skin. Feeling of the air on your skin. And gently bringing movement into your fingertips and toes. You have plenty of time here to begin the process of moving. Just noticing how the body wants to be moved. Following the body's lead. Maybe needing to stretch. Maybe needing to move the shoulders and the legs. And if you're lying down, just taking your time to roll over onto your side. bringing awareness into the movement. Coming up to seated. And if you're still here with me, the benefits of that are going to last not just while you're doing it, but for at least the next 24 hours. You're going to be better at dealing with stress because of the gift of relaxation that you just gave yourself. And I'm going to include the piano track, which my brother wrote for me, in the resources that I'm giving with this video, in case you want to keep practicing on your own. I also have a huge library of music. That's what Aria Breath is. Aria, the word, means both song and air in Italian. And so that's why the project's called Aria Breath. But off the back of my research into the benefits of this practice, I became really passionate about it. My brother's a musician. He started making music for me to be guiding the practices, and it ended up spiraling into lots of musicians wanting to supply music. And so now there's about 12 musicians who've created music especially for this practice, and you can access it via my website, ariabreath.com. Got a library of hundreds of pieces of music, so if you don't like the piano, you'll find something that's right for you. You can also access some more information there about how to use this practice, what it does. I've got a little downloadable PDF you can get. And yeah, I'd love to see you at one of my practices. I do a free session usually every Sunday. So yeah, please come along to that. If you have any questions, like I said, ariabreath.com, ARIA breath.com is where you'll find me, and I get back to everyone who emails me as quickly as I can. So please enjoy this feeling of relaxation, if indeed you're feeling that. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is that you're doing. I'm sure you'll get more out of it now that you're feeling more calm and centered. Thank you so much.